So, hello and welcome to another video that is pointless. What I'm gonna do is the following. As you can see, I have a fucking microphone right in front of me, which means trouble, which means it doesn't mean shit actually. So what I'm gonna do is I'm not jet lagged. I'm not even on a plane, bitch. I'm not jet lagged. I am jittery. I've had so much coffee today, and no reason for that. What I want to say is I have been bored, out of my fucking mind, bored, and I booked myself an exam that I'm not gonna pass. I know for a fact because the exam takes at least 5 months, and I have 1.5 months to prepare for. So I'm going to take this as a teaching moment for all of us, me and you. What we're not going to do this year is commit to something that we're going to half-ass and just say that I've booked the exam, I've planned for that trip, I promise that I'm going to be present and do this and that. But I don't have time for it, so I'm gonna half-ass it. But at least I've participated. That does not work that way. Things around in real life don't work like that. And to be honest, I fucked myself over. That's on me. But I'm gonna take this as a teaching lesson. So I'm gonna at least revise some of the information, the basics, so that whenever I have an exam next time, I would be kind of updated and well revised about certain topics that I don't usually get to practice in medicine every day or on a weekly basis or a monthly basis. It's just more of a maybe a couple of months kind of situation. So commit to one thing, make sure that you plan for it, and then go ahead and do it. And I hope this video actually looks good because I am recording on my phone, the front camera actually, and at least I know the audio looks fine, it sounds fine, so that for sure I know is going to be crisp and gorgeous. But the video I'm not sure about. I'm gonna try and upload the video from the phone into the MacBook so that at least I get the 4K resolution, because if I upload anything from my phone, it's gonna downgrade it to 1080p, and that shit looks gnarly and crusty, and we don't do that. One more thing, if you're gonna upload a video, if it's gonna be a 1080p video, make sure it is well lit and crispy, otherwise don't even bother. Sometimes a 720p on a good ass camera, not a phone camera, but like a big ass censored camera, that's gonna be a very, very good video. But on a phone, I don't know, 2024, let's aim for at least a 2K, a 4K, please. I'm being a cunt today. I don't know why I'm being so. Let me show you what I've been doing. I got myself two of these. And you can flip them. They are small mini whiteboards, and I've gotten myself a lot of pens, a lot of whiteboard pens. So all I have to do is subscribe. Is that correct? Life Haze. Yep. Subscribe. So all you have to do is just. My YouTube channel isn't even called Life Haze. That's the kicker. I think it's called The Doctor or something. Either way, this is my gaming kind of tag name, whatever you want to call it, my username in most of the games that I play. Look it up. If I'm there, I'm always Life Haze. So, what else? Haven't been playing Genshin that much. I've been playing on my phone a lot. So whenever you see me online, I am most definitely on a bus on my way to work or going back home. can't wait for Apple to drop the new iPads because I want to get myself a new iPad mini because iPad minis are elite. You can put it in your, like in a pocket on your scrubs, because I have these like thigh level kind of pockets that you can just put an iPad in, and you know, that actually is cool. So whenever you're on your break, you can read something really quickly, and it feels like an oversized phone. It's not even a tablet. It doesn't feel like a tablet. So I really can't wait for the iPads to drop. I think it's next week or something, mid March. Hoping that they're gonna release an iPad mini, because I'm gonna lose my shit if they don't. Because the one that we have, the iPad Mini 6, is like a 2019, was it? 2019 with an A15 chip, which is what now? 4 years old. So I know for a fact we're not gonna be getting any updates for like after like a couple of years. It's gonna be a toaster, so you're not gonna be using it. And the screen itself looks wobbly because the refresh rate is 60 frames, and there was a problem with the display panel itself, so it gives you like the jelly effect once you rotate it into horizontal. So that's the only reason that I'm not gonna go with the 6th edition. I'm waiting for the new one. Fingers crossed, actually, that they're gonna actually release a new iPad mini. I'm almost done with my apartment, furniture-wise. So I've almost finished all of the kind of design ideas and stuff like that, because my apartment is a tight-ass apartment. It's a very small one. 1 bedroom, 1 dining area with the kitchen kind of attached to it to the side. But hey, a private apartment, like I have my own apartment, I don't have to share any space with anyone, so you get to have your own privacy. So that's always, I'm not gonna be like a pretentious asshole and say that I'm not appreciative and I'm not happy with it. I'm happy with it, but it limits you whenever you want to get, for example, a good sized desk for you to kind of have your studying like station to the side and then your gaming station to the other side. You can only have a small desk in a certain area. So I have like 2 desks, one in the dining area where I can have my like office study kind of setup, and in the bedroom I have my gaming kind of setup that I don't usually use. But it is what it is at this point. I hope you're doing fine. This is a ridiculous update. Again, I'm venting. I'm just complaining. One more thing. Get yourself fake plants, because ain't nobody got time to water the plants. As you can see, this plastics. Fuck microplastics. I am gonna inhale microplastics. The whole apartment is covered with plastic plants. So I am inhaling microplastics everywhere. And get yourself a dehumidifier. If you live in a small area that is very humid and it rains all day like the UK, get yourself a dehumidifier. Some people get humidifiers because they live in a crusty ass, nasty, dry desert area. I live in the swamps, bitch. So I have to get a device that sucks out the moisture out of the air. Otherwise, you're gonna get moldy and crusty and disgusting. And one thing that I realized, that the minute that you get a dehumidifier, the air gets so dry, your nose gets dry. So when you sleep, you don't snore, so that you can sleep longer, which is always a plus for me, because this fucking face snores like shit. I mean, I know for a fact that people on the 3rd floor hear my fucking snore, and I snore like a fucking Snorlax. So I'm happy with the dehumidifier. A good investment. Go with that. What else? What else am I have a long ass list of things that I want to complain about. Okay, custard. We're bringing custards in because it has been forgotten. It has been marginalized, and we all love custard, but nobody talks about it because it sounds like you went to your grandma's and your grandma made you some custard. But it is the shit. It is really delicious. And it is actually satiating. So whenever you get yourself a tub of custard and you just gobble that shit up, it actually is satiating. And I'm living for this custard, like this rave that I'm going through at the moment. I have like 4 or 5 tubs of custard in my fucking fridge. It sounds disgusting, and I am kind of regretting actually admitting that, but it is what it is. Custard is delicious, and I will not take it back. It is delicious. Once you try it, you're gonna know for a fact that it is delicious, and bring it back in. Make it relevant, I guess. What else? We've talked about custard, we've talked about work. PlayStation. Oh, fuck the PlayStation. Oh, I have been collecting the Xbox controllers, even though I don't have an Xbox. But every time they release a new fucking controller, it is like an urge. Something in me just gets so primal, and I want to get that fucking controller, because every time they release a controller, it's like themed, like a certain game theme. And that game I used to play, so it just hits different whenever you have a controller that has a game theme that you played or you loved. The current one is Fallout, and let me tell you, I have customized it, and that bitch is £80. And I am planning on getting that one. I have 2 at the moment. One is a green kind of tennis court looking kind of controller, and I have Starfield. And the Starfield one is elite, let me tell you. I use that one for my PC, the laptop. And I use the green one to play on my iPad. If I'm going to get the Fallout one, I'm going to use it on my phone so that I have a dedicated controller for my phone. And I think eventually, if I'm going to start hoarding those Xbox controllers that I don't even have an Xbox for, I'll be forced to get an Xbox, so that I can justify having so many. I have a PlayStation and I barely have 2 controllers for it. One of them is half decent. It has been chewed up. Whenever my brother comes over, whenever he uses the controller, he digs down on these sticks, the joysticks, whatever they're called, and one of them has the rubber part just scalped off of it. So I have 2 controllers. One of them looks horrendous, like it has been chewed by a fucking dog. And the second one is a controller that I don't even use. But I have 2, and a third Xbox controller is on the way. And make it make sense. It doesn't. But that's not going to stop me from getting a third Xbox controller, because they look so good. I wish PlayStation does that. I mean, imagine a Genshin themed one, or a God of War themed one. I guess there is one, but they don't sell them separately. The Spider-Man one looks horrendous. It looks disgusting. It's just like vomit, like a bloody diarrhea splashed all over that controller. It looks horrendous. And yeah, now thinking about it, I think PlayStation does that, but they don't have certain drops, like a drop date where they make the controller itself available. It's only the Spider-Man one, which looks ridiculous. So I'm not getting that one. So this is that. This is a very random ass. This video, whatever it is, I don't know if it's an update, if it's a vlog, a blog, a video journaling shit. I don't know what it is, but it is what it is. And this used to be this full. So 4 shots of espresso and 1 Americana, because you get extra hot water on top of it. So that's like a 5-shot kind of situation happening. And you froth up some milk and you throw some sweetener in it and you get that. So I've given up on drinking out of mugs, because mugs are shit and they're only like 300, 400 mils, and they look clunky as fuck. So I'm gonna use an olive jar from now on. If you have an olive jar that you don't use, send it my way. If you have a pickles jar that you don't use, send it my way, because I will for sure be drinking out of it. So just remove the label or whatever, just dunk it in hot water and vinegar for like half an hour, and it's gonna just peel off, and you get yourself a jar. And you can have the cap on whenever you don't drink the whole coffee, and you just screw the cap on, put it in the fridge, take it out, unscrew it, and then just drink it. So that is really nice. Yeah, have a good day. This is a very ridiculous video. I am sorry if I am acting. I feel like I have been jolted with like 1,000 volts. I have been electrocuted. Like everything is moving so fast around me, but no, it is not. I'm just active because I've had so much coffee. So I think I'm gonna go study a little bit, maybe eat something, and then I'll most definitely. Oh, I've been playing Clash Royale. It's been, last time I played that game was 2020 or 2021. I'm not sure, something like that. And that game is really nice, and I haven't been playing for some time now. So download it. It's really nice. The game is really cool. And peace on the streets. Bye.